congratulations with Lioness season 2. And oh my gosh, I'm like, everything is going down. Everything is hitting the fan. I'm trying to not use profanity here, but um, already watching 2 episodes ahead of what's been released. And wow. So, and we're going to start with the newbie, if that's okay. So what's your experience so far, and getting to see yourself and be in this second season of Lioness?
I was such a huge fan of season 1 and what our first Lioness did. And when I got the opportunity to throw my name in the hat for season 2, I jumped at the thought. Um, I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled because it was a lot of hard work, and I'm just so happy that people are getting to see it now and come to fruition. And it was really tough scenes, but it's really gratifying experience all in all.
And for you, you get, I mean, you get a really big spot. I mean, as if you didn't in the first season, taking in the newbie and trying to kind of help her, shadow her, be her shadow pretty much. Tell me about that.
I love Cruz and Josie's dynamic because it's such an interesting position for Cruz. She was just a lioness. She's fresh from doing that, so I think she understands how Josie feels, especially with the close connections to having to infiltrate her own family. But there is still the big elephant in the room, which is if she does not execute the mission, unfortunately I have been told that I have to execute her, and that's really hard to take in. And I think as the show progresses, people will see how their relationship develops and how they almost have to push each other's boundaries a little bit, but the job still has to get done at the end of the day.
I love how this series is so kick-ass when it comes to women, and having to apply the whole turn off your heart and turn on your brain, which is huge. And it's kind of like, okay, obviously in real life we're no lionesses, but in real life we have our circumstances. Is there something you've been taken away from that tagline pretty much?
Turning off your heart, or sorry, what was it?
And turning off your heart, turning on your brain. They
You know,
mentioned that line in the.
That's a great line, but I also think, I don't know for Josie what Genesis thinks, but I think for Cruz, I think the thing that I love most about her is that she's so tough, but she definitely still puts her heart in everything. I don't think Cruz ever turns off her heart, and that is the biggest challenge for her.
Yeah, I agree with you about Cruz. That's definitely her MO, is that she has a big heart. I think when it comes to the mission in particular, she's sacrificed her entire life for her country, and then given this task to confront her family. That's not an easy ask of anyone. I don't know. I mean, at least for me, Genesis, I don't know if I would be able to do that. So it's an incredibly tough ask to ask someone to turn off their heart when it comes to their family.
Mm-hmm. And real quick, Genesis, what was your experience getting all that gear on from the beginning?
The gear, as in like all the helmet. You know what? Out of all of us, I would say I was the fast one because I didn't have all the tactical stuff that they had to do. I had my flight suit, and that was pretty easy to harness on. I was like beep beep beep, pretty quick with it. They were having a hard time with
They introduced these new things with the new clips, and we were all big babies about it. We couldn't do it fast enough, and it was stressing us out.
I don't know how they do it in real life fast enough, truly.
She did fly a whole helicopter though herself. So she's doing good.
Really? What was that experience?
Fun. Very fun. Right? We like the helicopter now, right, Laysla?
We like Laysla.
Yeah.
I saw Genesis the first time I saw her. We were like training on land doing boot camp, and she comes in flying in this helicopter, and I was like, I love this girl. She's I'm land and she's air, because I do not want to be up there. But we faced our fears and we went, and it was a really cool experience.
It's so much fun up there. It feels like you're a bird. So it's like so much peace and beauty up there in the air.
Wow, watch out, Tom Cruise. You got competition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tell me about facing your fears. Is there something and while filming that you've approached where you're just kind of like, oh, how do I do this? How do I get by?
Personally, I think if it doesn't scare you a little bit, then it's probably not the right thing for you to do because every challenge is just growth. Every time you have that fear inside of you, it's just asking you to reach above and beyond and to push yourself a little further. So I think fear is synonymous with growth, and I embrace it, really.
Everything Cruz does scares me, and I absolutely it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like before this show started, I was terrified of guns, and now I love them. I mean, I love them in a safe setting at work. Terrified to go up in the air. I knew that man was gonna put me up there. Taylor is constantly pushing me to my limits, and it's the thing that I love the most about the show. I feel every time I'm finished shooting a season, I feel like a complete different person. It's a beautiful thing to be able to experience.
Now, not everyone gets to put on this military gear. Yesterday was Veterans Day. How do you see the military now that you're getting to play and a role that represents them?
There's such a big appreciation for them and their bravery, and just feel so lucky that we get to portray an ounce of that on screen. And also that we get to be trained by a lot of them. It's something that's really symbolic and special.
Mm-hmm.
It's lovely to be able to have in the forefront too. It was something that, you probably weren't thinking of day to day, but this past year I thought about them every day at
Yeah.
work and trying to do the best in representing them and to do them justice, and hopefully they're very happy with our show. But it's nice to just have a little part in telling a story about them that have given so much to us.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much. I am sure they are really appreciating it. And that's a whole other group of fans that you have watching on a weekly basis. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You.